Chapter 16. Home. Hey guys, I'm Jinx and welcome back to the Pillars of the Earth. Kingsbridge. We're back. And we're back with Philip. Been a while.
So much has grown. But there are no roots, no herbs.
Jonathan. You're a bit taller.
What are you looking at, Jonathan?
The garden is in disorder. I want it to be right again, but I don't know how to do it.
Before I became prior, I thought the same about Kingsbridge.
Well, what did you do?
I cleaned up.
Where do we start?
Well... Maybe with...
Some plants are weeds and must go before we can plant new seeds.
What are weeds?
They take away what the other plants need to grow. Light, water, room.
What do we do?
Pluck them. They look a lot like every other plant, so you need to learn how to tell them apart. Here, you see those? They're called wood sorrel. Let's pluck only those for now.
I'll do it.
If you insist. Make sure to pull out all of the thin roots.
And now what do I do?
Well... Now... When he's ready to plant the seed. Now maybe you loosen the soil?
For plants to take root, the soil must be loose and fertile.
So, may I dig now?
With your bare hands? You sure that's a good idea? Little bald spot having tiny
Done.
little kid?
What's next?
Well, see, weeds have been plucked. The soil has been loosened, so maybe...
Stay here. I'll be right back.
Oh, actually... I have an idea. I think I know what seeds we're gonna plant. Melius did want to have a garden, didn't he? If I remember correctly, anyway.
Now, where did you put them?
Yeah, Melius had a bowl full of seeds and everything that he wanted to plant.
Here they are.
Never did get around to it, though. Yeah. The beech nuts I gave to Milius a long time ago.
I found these nuts for you. Remember, Milius? You always said that one day there will be a beech tree growing here. I think it's about time.
Yeah. Would be nice, wouldn't it? Man, it has been a while, huh? Since we, Hello there, Force Ghost. Oh, and Cuthbert, too.
What did you bring?
Do you remember Milius? A kind man with a warm smile. Well, he told me to give you this.
Wow!
The beech nut tree, right? Seed.
Now we just have to wait.
All right.
Are you gonna wait there? Might might take a while.
How long?
Too long for us to keep sitting here.
That long.
That long?
Some things take time. And only with patience will you receive your reward.
Why do we have to do all these things if all we had to do is wait?
Simply waiting would not have been enough, Jonathan. You just paved the way for things to take their course. They are happening right now. And in a few days' time, we will return and see the first green leaf of something new.
Oh. Is it God's reward?
Maybe.
Does he make things grow?
You made it.
No. I just planted the seed.
Yeah, and now all that's left is to water it.
Now you can fetch some water from the rain barrel.
But that water's smelly. It's been there forever. There are many trees by the river. I bet that water's better.
That's a longer walk, though.
I don't mind. The distance is worth it.
Maybe you're
What?
right.
In that case,
It is worth it. Let's walk together then.
But I'll carry the bucket.
Kingswich, later that day.
Why isn't Remigius holding the sermon?
Oh, fuck.
What's gotten into Philip?
Whoa, look at it.
Our church lies in ruins. But all of this, these dire times, have revealed something important to us. Something that, maybe until today, I wasn't aware of.
What do you mean?
Claim that God doesn't watch them, claim that they don't need a church.
You've been praying in these ruins. But you've been praying like you always did, in humbleness. We don't need a church for prayer.
Where else are we going to pray? The chapter house?
The church is where God resides.
God doesn't work in the ways we might assume. Today, Jonathan tended to our garden to make it beautiful again. And he told me of things I almost had forgotten. Good and evil are not in here or out there. They are within each of us.
Huh. I think that makes more sense than this. Or a mixture of both.
God made us in his image. Thus, we carry the godly spark within us. But we have witnessed that man can have the devil in his heart as well. Prayer needs no special place, for we are his church. In our actions, he exists.
We are God's temple.
That's right.
No man is closer to God than any other man. Whether you pray in church or on the streets of our towns, Whether you're a man, woman, monk, or bishop.
Philip, look outside. You have to see them.
What?
You've got to see the horses and the colours.
Oh, fuck.
Jonathan. Now, what's going on?
I heard noises and I went to look.
Calm down. What happened?
Horses and...
But the priest said they brought a miracle.
Who? What? What priest?
Step right up, brothers and sisters.
What?
For you are about to see something that will change your life.
If this is about to...
Who is that?
Is it
They
Eliana and
brought
Jack?
us a miracle.
And,
A miracle?
and they're
Don't be
crying
shy.
statue?
There is no danger. Just awe that awaits you here.
Don't tell me that.
You must be Prior Philip.
It is.
I am Brother Reynold. I have been sent by the Archbishop of Canterbury. Here is his letter, in case you have reasonable doubts.
You're shitting me with this, right? I mean, come on, you two. Look. Oh my god. Look at them. Fucking hell. Seriously? That's how they arrive? Oh, you're shitting me. God damn it. Letter dated January 20th, 1141. Philip of Kingsbridge, I hereby implore you to accept the grace of the Weeping Madonna, for she has chosen Kingsbridge as her shrine. After the rumors of a miracle had come to my ears, I had called for the procession to see me. Then I saw with my own eyes, she is real. I have claimed the miracle for England, and had intended to retain her in Winchester. The guardians of the Madonna have convinced me otherwise. They have come to England only to support the rebuilding of Kingsbridge. You have my blessings, Philip of Kingsbridge. I expect you to restore your priory to be worthy of the Holy Madonna. Theobald, Archbishop of Canterbury. That, you two, you have outdone yourselves. That is a ridiculous plan.
We've been charged to accompany the Weeping Madonna. She is to replace the loss of your relic, Saint Adolphus the Martyr, who was taken from you, I hear, with brute force.
What?
On her travel from far away Africa, she has collected donations to reward Kingsbridge for your faith in her and in the Lord.
I can't believe this. What is all this?
You do believe. That is why she came. And that is why you shall witness her miracle for yourself today.
Jesus Christ.
The Weeping Madonna came to me in a faraway land named Africa. A baptized Saracen was her former guardian, and I and the custodians of the Holy Virgin were chosen to take her on a journey.
What country did you say you came from?
We have traveled all the way from a place of wonders too marvelous to behold. The faraway land of Africa.
Africa has many countries, I've heard.
Yes, it does. I knew not her powers or destination.
We're gonna keep
Nevertheless,
questioning him.
I carried
think
her
Philip
for
would.
many miles.
What's it like in Africa?
The sun is always shining, and miracles happen every day. It's a land of great deserts, fig trees, and creatures that an Englishman can't even dream up.
Like these horses. Are they horses?
They are not. To you, they might resemble horses, but the name the Africans have for these creatures is impossible to pronounce.
Oh, really?
Even for me.
Wow.
Many
what's
bore
a fig?
witness to her miracle before it dawned upon me.
You mentioned there were fig trees in Africa. What are they?
It's a fruit, of course. It looks like a strawberry and tastes like a pear.
The scripture mentions these figs, and they sound nothing like that. Why is that?
No two apples look or taste alike. The same goes for figs.
Really?
And doubly so.
Okay.
I'm getting the impression that this man has never even been to Africa. But why would he lie?
But I wondered, what shrine should be
Who are
her
those
shelter?
jongleurs?
This time, it was the
People
Madonna
donated for
herself
us?
who answered my questions.
How would
She
they know
said,
about us? What's going on here?
"You shall build me a new church in Kingsbridge."
A traveling shrine.
So
Parts
we set
look like
off with the blessing of
reliquaries.
Archbishop Theobald of Canterbury. And
you can
along
talk
the road,
a little too well.
from
Dubious.
Paris, across Normandy,
Will you shut up?
over the sea,
There's something odd
and
about them.
all the way to Kingsbridge.
Not very Christian. More like entertainers.
Devout Christians have given money for the building of the
What
church
is in
of
this
the
book
Weeping
will not help me
Madonna.
more than the answers I can find in my own heart.
This
Wow.
church of Kingsbridge.
Excuse me. Don't interrupt.
You heard me correctly. It was a long journey. The Weeping
Maybe I should
Madonna
look
came
around.
to me in a baptized Saracen was her former guardian.
Can I
And
walk around now?
and the
I can.
custodians of the Holy Virgin were chosen to take
Martha,
her on a
audience. Hope in their eyes, already won over. Might be dangerous,
journey.
exactly.
Are you not? Her powers for
Remigius
destination.
doesn't trust this either, always opposed to the new
Nevertheless,
and to everything I
carried her
say.
for many miles.
Brother Reynold. I've heard of a Reynold from the coast.
Really?
A scheming drunkard who lives as a traveling monk.
Well, you
You
heard
think
right.
that's him?
Perhaps it is, perhaps it's not. I don't trust him either way.
Many bore witness
Jonathan's
to her
such a
miracles.
trusting boy. Maybe too much for his own good. Easy to win over. Uh-huh.
She wanted to go
Jonathan?
home.
They're about to show the miracle. Look.
Well, look at the little guy in the back.
It came to me in a dream.
Strange animals.
It was
Two humps on their back.
Kingsbridge.
Camel? These are not camels. These are horses with things
They
on their
look
back.
almost
Should be
like
her shelter.
horses.
This time, it was the
Hollow.
Madonna herself.
Feels
who
like a
answered
wicker
my
basket
questions.
covered in pelt.
She said, "You shall build
Martha?
me
What do
a
you think of
new
this
church in
procession?
They
Kingsbridge."
seem well intended, and we could use the money.
We
So
could
we
use
set
the
off
money.
with
Foreign
the
monks.
blessing of
Oh!
Archbishop Theobald of
Never
Canterbury.
seen them before. Familiar garbs.
And
Must be
along
part of the
road
procession. Are these the
from
guys who
Paris
like want like one of them wants their
Normandy,
foot healed, the other is
over
eyesight?
the
I don't think so.
sea, And all the way to Kingsbridge.
Tell me the truth. Why are you here?
We are guardians of the Holy Virgin that sheds tears. We were appointed by the Archbishop of Canterbury, but it was the Holy Virgin herself who chose us while she travelled through Europe.
Oh, yes. How did that happen?
She speaks without words.
Audience. Strange.
Devout
Alright, let's examine the back of the
Christians
cart.
have given money for the building
Hello?
this church
What's he
of
doing there?
Kingsbridge.
Is that
The Weeping Madonna has
side?
chosen
Woods
you.
looks old and
all of
jaded,
you.
invisible from the front. Huh. Cover.
I could have
Tapestry
continued
hides
to
white
carry
cover.
her from town to
Very
town
simple cloth.
until my flesh succumbed. But this was not her will. But I wondered, what
Ask
shrine
boy if he
should be
doesn't
her
want to see the
shelter?
miracle. Ask his name.
I
This time,
am Philip.
It was the Madonna
Who are you,
herself
young
who
man?
answered my questions. You must wonder, why was Kingsbridge
Why are you
chosen
hiding?
to be the
Why
home
are
of
you
the Holy
hiding?
Virgin? She said, "You
Curtains.
shall
That's not
build
fit
me
for a
a
shrine."
new church in Kingsbridge." So we set off with the blessing of Archbishop Theobald
Nothing
of
sacred
Canterbury.
about this.
And I will tell you again.
Old rags, very unlike the front.
She
Okay.
is a true.
Well, maybe we can confront him about the kid.
Many bore
Holy
witness
shit!
to
Look
her
at
miracle
the state of this place.
before it dawned. Can you feel it?
How much time passed?
Brothers
exactly?
and sisters, you are about to witness a miracle. The Madonna knows how you have suffered. The Virgin Mother had to witness the rise and fall of her Son, our Lord Jesus Christ, and never stopped believing. Kingsbridge has endured many hardships. Prior James left you before his time when you needed him the most. Your old cathedral was burned to the ground.
How do you know this?
And your new one collapsed even before construction was finished. You have suffered the ruthless destruction of your market, homes, and lives.
Dada.
All of you have lost husbands, wives, and children, family and friends.
Dada.
All of you know how it is to be hungry and afraid.
Jack. Aliena.
Philip.
But this is...
A miracle, isn't it? Or something along those lines.
But how?
Something along those lines.
We thought it was time to give Tommy a home.
The boy? Your boy?
Well, Philip, do you recognize him? Our little Tommy?
Tommy? But...
Where have you been?
It's been almost 3 years since
there
I
we go.
last saw you, Jack. Where on earth did you find him?
I'd almost given up looking for him. Then Tommy found him.
And you decided to come back.
Well, this is our home, after all.
Then what on earth is all this? This miracle?
With the Madonna, we were able to collect donations for your priory and for Kingsbridge.
Really?
We can start anew. We can rebuild the cathedral.
What's the catch?
I'll get to be master builder.
Why?
I've studied the cathedrals, churches, and houses they build in France and Spain. I saw how different their constructions were, with new shapes, colors, and ideas. Oh, you should have seen it. They combined rib vaulting and pointed arches. I want to do that. That's why.
Why here?
Because this is home.
The townspeople probably think that's enough to build a whole cathedral. But to me, it looks like about £100. You know, that won't even pay for a year's work.
Like all of this, it's a symbol. Enough for a fresh start.
And the Madonna will stay here. Kingsbridge will attract visitors and donations again.
You mean I should be thankful for these lies and tricks?
Jack! Aliena! You came back!
Hello.
We wanted
Martha.
to see you, little sister.
How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. But look at you! And the little one!
Tommy.
How are the others?
Alfred left Kingsbridge. Richard shows up every now and then, and Ellen returned to the forest.
We need to visit her.
Father lives with her now.
That's not
What's
surprising.
wrong, Mother?
I'm glad you're back.
I am too. Very glad.
She looks like she's about to cry.
She will weep for your suffering, Kingsbridge. She knows your pain.
What now?
The miracle!
Oh man.
Her eyes are wet.
And there she goes.
Her eyes!
Look at her.
The weeping
They're
Madonna.
shining!
She cannot hold her tears any longer.
She is made of wood. It's impossible.
Why are you weeping?
She's mute ever since her husband died.
Is it?
Madonna has suffered as I have. She understands.
Is that Mary?
It seems through her faith in all of your lies, Mary has found a miracle. We can't keep trying to repair Kingsbridge by ourselves. Things are not improving. We're struggling to keep things as they are.
But we can't afford to hire help.
Without farming and fairs, we're back to Prior James's time.
All these past years, my advice was good enough for you. But it appears you've changed your mind now, again.
It is time we started doing something to wake up and make Kingsbridge what it used to be. We did before, and we can do it again.
I'm not willing to accept a risk like that. Don't you remember what happened last time?
Oh, I remember.
My, how easily we forget.
I remember well.
And still, you put your trust into a group of random strangers to make things better. Philip, why in God's name have you stood by and let this happen? They're tricking us into giving them money for false idols.
They are giving us money.
So that we'll place this idol in our priory? Do you approve of this?
Condone miracle? Condemn deception. I guess we'll condone the miracle?
People need hope, and these travelers are giving them hope. Yes, it is a deception, but with good intentions. Mary speaks again. Is that not a true miracle?
You fell for them. You really did. And now you joyfully take part in their deceptions. I'm warning you. I cannot support a prior who tolerates heresy.
Your threat won't sway me. No matter how unconventional, their return and their gift are a blessing.
You made your decision, Philip of Gwynedd. And now, I make mine. I resign.
God damn it.
I'm leaving the priory.
Well, goodbye, my dude.
You got so big, Tommy. And you're just as shy as your father was. Don't let him fool you. Usually, he's always up to something.
Yeah, that seems about right.
We are so proud of you. Of both of you.
Is she still here? Your wife, Agnes.
There she is.
No. Ellen and Martha moved her to Kingsbridge. She got a proper burial this time.
Oh, well, that's good.
Will you come back with us too?
Would you want that?
Yes. I need your help with the cathedral. Philip and I have big plans.
We'll come. Ellen, we found Jack's family in Cherbourg.
The place he came from wasn't Cherbourg, it was Cherbourg.
Really? What were they like?
They were good people.
His grandmother said Jack looked just like him, like his father. He does. But They never came for him or asked about him.
They thought he was dead. His ship sunk. He'd always wanted to go to England.
Have you ever heard of the White Ship?
No.
The king's family drowned.
My father was there.
But he survived.
He was
and
the only
still
one who
ended up-
survived.
Oh, okay.
Not for long.
You told me that he was accused of stealing a chalice.
Yes. But I know he was innocent. I heard the story and had to find out what he looked like. He told me his name. I fell in love. I helped him escape. But in the end, they caught up with us.
What happened then?
They hanged him. I was there. And you were there, Jack. But you weren't born yet. He was led to the gallows. Everyone was quiet. The people somehow knew he was not a thief. But I knew for sure. He told me. He was so afraid. He didn't want to die. I didn't want him to die. And I prayed. Then I heard his voice. Quiet.
Sang sweeter than ever, as if the falling melody might wing and net dissever. At dusk the hunter took his prey, the lark his freedom never.
No! No!
You said that 3 men were responsible for Father's death.
Who were they?
The Sheriff of Shiring, Percy Hamley, Prior James of Kingsbridge, and Archdeacon Waileran Bygod. They showed no mercy. Neither did I. I curse you! All of you! He will return to haunt you! One day, you will be judged for what you did. Your houses shall be consumed by fire. Your life shall end in pain and agony. You shall grow old in sadness and regret.
Look at Valoran fucking smiling. What she said already came true for one of them. Percy's dead.
They killed will return to haunt them. I promised them.
We welcome our new prior, Remigius. He helped to recover the bones of the Saint of Kingsbridge, Adolphus, from the hands of thieves. Adolphus already rests safely in this great cathedral of Shiring. Our master builder Alfred promised me that it will only be a matter of a few years until the cathedral will be finished. And the Earl of Shiring has promised to support us. But he has not done so for himself. No, the Earl is not a selfish man. His mother, Lady Hamley, is sick. More and more, I feel the whole of England is suffering from a sickness. The sickness of war, poverty, and most of all, heathen beliefs. I have spoken to God. I asked him, begged him to walk amongst us, to heal us. But God told me that only when this great cathedral is finished will he have a temple to reside in.
No, really.
No matter the cost, this shall be a towering castle to protect us from evil and false beliefs. With this cathedral, we will bring an end to the dark times.
Waileran, by God!
Jack? What are you doing here?
My father died by your hands, Waileran. His name was Jacques Cherbourg.
How dare you talk to the bishop like that?
He died right here!
Who are you?
I know that man. He's that bastard from Kingsbridge.
That man is my husband.
You?
All of you, listen to what we have to say. From now on, Kingsbridge is protected.
By our knights, by our walls, and by the word of the king.
So whatever you do, we will defend our town, our market and fulling mills.
And our cathedral, which we shall rebuild. All workers are invited to come and work for us.
Preposterous.
If you so much as try to bring harm to us, Bishop, we will make sure that you pay for everything you did.
Hell yeah. Hell yes. Hell yeah. Fuck them. Chapter 16, Home. What you did. You helped Jonathan plant a tree. You've held your first sermon in a long time. You approved the deception of the Madonna, for it gives people hope. Aliena and Jack have returned to Kingsbridge, motherfucker. Oh man. Alright.